Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for the latest news and information from the city of Greensboro. The city, along with Piedmont Business Capital, is hosting a workshop aimed at helping small, local, minority-owned businesses successfully bid on government contracts. This is an opportunity for these business owners to expand job contacts by being considered for city projects. If your business is a minority or woman-owned business, the first step is to become state certified as a historically underutilized business or hub. Interested parties should attend this free workshop to learn about certification. The application can be completed during the workshop. The workshop is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Thursday, July 25th at New Light Missionary Baptist Church located at 1105 Willow Road. Be sure to bring all the state-required documentation. A full list of required documents is available on the city's website. City staff will be on hand to assist with the application process. For more information, call the Minority and Women's Business Enterprise Office at 336-373-2674. The Guilford County Board of Elections will host an educational seminar about voter photo identification requirements sponsored by the state of North Carolina. The seminar is free and open to the public. It will take place on August 19th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the GTCC Jamestown campus. Beginning in 2020, voters will be required to provide photo identification before they vote. This includes voting in person and by mail with some exceptions. In November 2018, North Carolina voters approved an amendment to the state constitution to require voters to present photo ID at the polls. Attendees also will receive information about voting options, including absentee by mail, one-stop early voting, and election day voting. Information about provisional voting, the availability of free North Carolina voter ID cards, and residency requirements for voting also will be provided. For more information about the North Carolina voter ID requirement, please visit the State Board of Election website or call the Guilford County Board of Elections at 336-641-3836. If keeping your home cool is breaking the bank, a free weatherization program is available to income-eligible households. Families and individuals in need of reducing home heating and cooling costs are encouraged to apply for this program. The goal of this federally funded program, conducted by Piedmont Triad Regional Council, is to help address home health and safety issues through energy efficiency measures such as insulation, weather stripping, and window caulking, just to name a few. Each week from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, residents can meet with a Weatherization Assistance Program representative. No appointment is necessary to speak with a rep at the Greensboro Housing Coalition located at 1031 Summit Avenue. Program applications can be filled out and turned in during the visit. Interested residents should bring a picture ID, 12 months of utility bills for electric and/or gas, along with income verification. The weatherization program is being hosted by the Greensboro Housing Hub, which partners with the City of Greensboro. For more information, contact Nakia Beal, Weatherization Coordinating Specialist, at 336-904-0300. In an effort to help keep each of us and help us improve our quality of life, the city has partnered with Cone Health for a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Let's check in with our friends at Cone Health for today's news for your health.
Practitioner LeBauer Healthcare at Stony Creek, a member of Cone Health Medical Group. Whether you're having fun in the sun or playing hard in the yard, I have a few safety tips to keep you and your family safe this summer. Let's chat. When it comes to pool safety, there's a few tips I'd like to share with you and your family. Whether you're at the pool, lake, or beach, it's extremely important that you apply sunscreen. I recommend an SPF of 30 to 50. Once you apply, you'll need to apply it and keep it on your skin for at least 15 to 30 minutes prior to exposure to the water or the sun. Once you've applied, you need to ensure that you reapply every 2 hours. We lose a lot of the lotion through our sweat and through the pool when we're in the water. Also, did you know that when you're at the pool, lake, or beach, the light can reflect off the water and cause even more exposure to your skin? Other tips for pool safety. Please ensure that once you're at the pool and you're not in the water, to wear sunglasses for eye protection and also a hat to protect your ears, face, and let's be honest, it just helps you to read a little bit better. When it comes to pool safety, it's extremely important to remember a few tips. It's important to always walk around the pool area. You may not see it, but it could be slippery. Also, make sure that you're not diving into any areas that are not designated for diving. If a lifeguard is not present, please take precautions and ensure that there is a trained adult at the poolside to be available for any assistance that may be needed. Let's talk briefly about heat stroke and heat exhaustion. What is heat stroke? Basically, heat stroke is when your body gets to be too hot. When your body gets too hot, the organs in our bodies try to compensate by becoming faster. Signs and symptoms of heat stroke: fast heart rate, fast breathing, lots of sweating, sometimes confusion. Who's prone to heat stroke? Our elderly population is more prone to heat stroke, especially when working outdoors. People with chronic illnesses like heart disease or neuro diseases are more prone to heat exhaustion. But anybody can get heat exhaustion or heat stroke if you're outside for a prolonged amount of time without proper hydration. If you suspect that someone has heat exhaustion or heat stroke, it's important that you cool them down immediately. Bring them into the shade, spray their body down with water, and fan them. You'll need to take them to the local emergency department as soon as possible. Their body may require IV fluids and rehydration. Did you know that the average male requires about 3 liters of water a day? The average female requires about 2.2. This is before being outdoors or exercising. When you're outdoors for a prolonged amount of time or exercising, it's important that you drink at least about half to another full liter of water. Whether you're working in the garden or hard in the yard, there's a few tips that you should remember. The southeastern part of the United States is endemic for Rocky Mountain spotted fever and Lyme's disease. These are caused by ticks. If you notice a tick on your body, then it's important that you take note of it before you pull it off. If it's large, odds are it's been attached to your body for several hours. If it's small, then likely not. Do not feel like you need to bring the tick into the office. However, take good notes about it. When you want to remove the tick, it's important that you take tweezers and slowly pull from the head of the tick off away from your body. Take note of any signs and symptoms, which may be Lyme's disease or Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Poison ivy and poison oak, 2 plants that can cause a lot of pain and discomfort that are around our area. Have you ever heard the term, leaves of 3, let 'em be? That's pretty good advice. These plants are green and they have 3 leaves per stem. If you come in contact with these plants, it's important that you wash your skin immediately, take off your clothes, and wash them as well. Now, if you develop a rash, which may likely happen, it's going to be uncomfortable. You'll have a lot of itching. It's very important that you do not scratch and that you apply moist, cold compresses to help prevent itching. You can also use calamine lotion, which can be purchased over the counter. If your rash does not clear up in the next couple of weeks after you notice it, please seek attention from a medical provider. The rash will only spread if you come in contact with the oils of the plant through either a pet or your clothes, which is why it's extremely important to wash your body and your clothes immediately. Thanks for joining me. I hope these tips have been helpful to keep you and your family safe this summer. For more information on summer safety or wellness topics, please visit conehealth.com/wellness. I'm Kate Clark. Thanks again.
Fair housing is a right for all residents, but not everyone is treated fairly by those who administer housing. If you can relate and feel your rights are being violated, the city wants to hear from you. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Greensboro Department of Transportation, on behalf of the Greensboro Urban Area Metropolitan Planning Organization, revised 4 documents to comply with federal Title XI regulatory requirements. Residents may now review and submit comments about the revisions to the following documents: Public Participation Plan, MPO Title VI, Greensboro Transit Agency Title VI Update, and the Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Program policy statement. The documents are available online, and paper copies are available at the offices of Greensboro City Clerk, Guilford County Commissioners, NCDOT Division 7, Greensboro Department of Transportation, Greensboro Transit Authority, Piedmont Authority of Regional Transportation, and Central Library. The revised documents will be considered for adoption by the MPO's Transportation Advisory Committee at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, July 24th. The meeting will take place in the Greensboro City Council chambers located at 300 West Washington Street. The Neighborhood Development Department is hosting a public meeting to help residents overcome barriers to fair housing. If you or someone you know would prefer better housing options, you're encouraged to attend this meeting and share your comments. The meeting will take place from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Thursday, August 1st in the Tannenbaum Room at Central Library located at 219 North Church Street. A project presentation is scheduled to start at 6 p.m., followed by informal discussions with city staff and representatives. Attendees can also complete an on-site survey about Greensboro housing. Public input will aid in the development of an assessment of fair housing and consolidated plan, which will establish community goals for housing and guide financial resource allocation. The final document will be submitted to U.S. Housing and Urban Development as part of its requirements for funding consideration. Those who cannot attend the meeting can take the survey online. For more information, call Caitlin Bowers, Grant Administrator, at 336-433-7266. Greensboro Parks and Recreation has issued an open call for artists interested in designing and painting a mural on a retaining wall at Country Park. The deadline to submit a proposal is 5 p.m. on Thursday, August 1st. The mural will be an integral part of establishing the brand of the Battleground Parks District, a partnership between public parks and nonprofit entities to attract tourism to the city. The mural will celebrate the cultural and natural offerings of the Parks District and will be located on a retaining wall in Country Park. The total budget for the project is $2,000. For more information about what should be included in the application, please visit the city's website. In an effort to spotlight and celebrate local artists, business owners, community builders, and essentially the next generation of leaders, the city is proud to partner with Action Greensboro to introduce our Made in Greensboro series. This day, we place the spotlight on Christina Fuller and her flair for unique food. Christina Fuller co-owned a fine dining restaurant, The Bistro at Adams Farm, with her mother, but she loved creating off-the-wall taco appetizers. That's how Crafted, the Art of the Taco, was born. It's a place she is still trying creative combos like the Big Truck, a tender pulled pork and mac and cheese taco she threw together one day when she was hungry, and those were the only two things ready in the restaurant. And now Christina's got another baby, her newest restaurant, Crafted, the Art of Street Food. It's got a rotating menu of small plates from around the world. They're all spicy, hot, and delicious. If she had to put a name to it, Christina would call her food globally inspired with a nod to her southern roots, as every dish seems to be a perfect balance between sweet, savory, and spicy. To learn more about Made in Greensboro or to see more images taken by photographers Jerry Walford and Scott Mothersbaugh, visit the Action Greensboro website at madeingso.com. There's a hashtag campaign making a difference in the lives of hundreds of Greensboro residents. Coming up after the break, find out how one nonprofit is opening new doors of opportunities, one house at a time. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The decision to go from making monthly rent payments to taking on a home mortgage can be daunting for some people as they weigh the pros and cons. To others, the idea of home ownership seems unattainable. Joining me now to talk about how this dream is now a reality for several Greensboro residents is Sophia Crisp. She is the Executive Director of the Housing Consultants Group, or HCG. Hello, Sophia. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Carla.
Thank you for joining me. Now, for folks who are not familiar with HCG, tell me, what are the services you provide?
So HCG provides services that completely cover the spectrum of home ownership. We do financial literacy classes for people who just want to work on credit and budgeting basics on their path to home ownership. We do something called the Individual Development Account Program, which is a comprehensive program where people come once a month to get a little tidbit of information. We give them an assignment, and we usually cover one topic per month. That's a 6 to 12 month program. Okay. And then we have the 8-hour home buyer education class that is a comprehensive class that runs on a Saturday once a month. All three of those put them on the path to home ownership, which it just depends on where they are.
Okay, well, it's nice to know you have options and you have areas where people can plug in according to their need. Now, what role did HCG play in the aftermath of the tornado that hit Greensboro last year?
Well, because my background is real estate and I was then president of the North Carolina Realtors Housing Foundation, we were able to come in and provide some disaster relief assistance. We were able to help people with either 1 month's rent or 1 month's mortgage, and we're really excited about that. It was housed in our building, the Housing Hub, and we're there with several other nonprofits, but that was the hub for people to come to get assistance.
Okay, and certainly people did take advantage
Yes.
of that. You ran out of those funds quickly. We are talking about home ownership, so tell me about hashtag 100 homes and how the campaign's going.
The campaign's going great. The campaign actually started as we were approaching the 1-year anniversary of the tornado. We realized that we wanted to have something positive to talk about a year later, knowing that the aftermath and recovery takes a long time. So what we thought about was looking at all the people that came in and got rental assistance, with the average rent in that zip code being $800. I felt like I put my realtor hat on and said it doesn't make sense to spend that kind of money in rent for housing that was not always great. So the question was, who wants to be a homeowner, really? And the challenge I put out there to the residents who were renters was, do you want to be a homeowner? Let's try to get you in a home. And I gave myself the goal of 100 homes for us to help 100 people get in homes, connecting the home buyer education program sponsored by the city of Greensboro, and looking at the database we had for people that were renters after the tornado.
The idea was then for the calendar year of 2019,
Yes.
100 homes. We're halfway through, a little more than halfway through the year. Where are you on that list?
We have surpassed the 100. We're up to 180 something at this point by the end of this month. We've changed it to hashtag 200 homes.
Wow.
I've been challenged not to change it to hashtag 300 homes,
Okay.
but
if you have to, you will.
I would definitely consider it. I'm happy that 200 families, very diverse people, all ages, all backgrounds, are coming to our office and excited about home ownership, and half of them are paying less than what they were paying in rent. So
That's
we're really
even
excited.
better.
Yes, it is.
Now, you've upped it to 200. Is there anything else that you want to see happen with hashtag 100, now 200 homes by December?
My goal in December is to do a total count of what has been purchased, add up the dollars spent in real estate, add up what it does for the tax base, and share that with City Council to let them know this is what happened because of a huge disaster last year. Look at where we are this year. Look at what it's done for the city. Look at what it's done for young people, old people, all kinds of people in this city who just needed to have a question answered. How can you help me buy a home?
Yes, and there was a fear factor that with disaster means flight, that people would leave Greensboro, and it's nice to see that your campaign kept people here and is saving them money, and they're earning equity because now they own the home.
They're earning equity, and to be honest with you, a large percentage of people are buying in the same zip code affected by the tornado. Unfortunately, in Greensboro, we have a huge issue with what we call, in real estate terms, inventory. There is not enough housing in the $120,000 to $200,000 price range. Therefore, when something comes available, it's often gone within 24 hours, multiple offers, and as long as the house is a nice house, people are not concerned about where it is. They just want a home, safe, decent, and affordable. So we're excited that dollars are being put back into East Greensboro.
We are excited as well. If someone is watching and they have answered the question, yes, I want to be a homeowner, how can they get assistance from your group?
Well, they can call our office, and they can call 336-553-0946, extension 2, or they can email me directly, sophia.crisp@housingconsultantsgroup.org. I'd love to help anybody that wants to be a homeowner. And once again, when you come to our office, even if you're not ready right then, because we have the level of programs that we have, there's something for everybody. It's just sometimes it takes a little bit longer for some people, but we're there with them every step of the way.
Okay, well, congratulations on surpassing the first goal. I'm sure it won't take long to get to hashtag 200 homes, and that you're making homeownership a reality for so many people in our community. Do come back and keep us posted on other services that you have and just other great things that are going on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Stay tuned for a little known fact about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The Greensboro City Council meetings are open to the public, but if you cannot attend or make it to City Hall, we broadcast the meetings right here on GTN. The meetings held in the council chambers are also streamed live on the city's website. Meetings on the first Tuesday of the month will take place in one of the city's 5 council districts to allow council members to engage more residents. Those meetings will be broadcast the following Saturday at 10 a.m. Meetings on the third Tuesday of the month will continue to take place on level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. To review the council meeting locations, schedule, and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. Fans of world-renowned soul instrumentalist and vocalist Booker T. Jones will see him perform at the North Carolina Folk Festival. He will take to the stage on opening night, Friday, September 6th in downtown Greensboro. Originally rising to fame as the frontman of Booker T and the MGs, Jones has been performing R&B, instrumental rock, electric blues, and soul music since childhood. His influence on modern soul music is far-reaching, especially when it comes to the organ-driven Memphis soul sound, the largest subgenre of Southern soul music. Jones's most famous song, Green Onions, is in the Blues Hall of Fame and remains the only instrumental track on the Rolling Stones' 500 Greatest Songs of All Time. Booker T. Jones has 3 Grammys and is the recipient of the prestigious Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Jones has performed with musical icons such as Ray Charles, Stephen Stills, and Neil Young. His legacy and lyrical influence in the soul and blues sphere is undeniable. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendar for all the great events happening this week on the town.
Hey, this is Jasmine. Parents, if you're looking for fun family activities to do this weekend, look no further. This Friday, join teens across the state in celebrating National Teen Library Lock-In Day. Teens are invited to celebrate summer and reading by getting locked in with pizza, ice cream, movies, popcorn, a break-in room, crafts, 3D printing, author Skypes, and more. This free event takes place from 5 to 9 p.m. at Central Library. Register by calling Central Library at 336-373-2046. The Drama Center presents Shakespeare's Hamlet at 6 p.m. Friday through Sunday at Barber Park. Admission is free, but a donation is appreciated. The public is invited to bring a picnic and enjoy one of the Bard's most famous plays with some of the most famous lines in the English language. Featuring 20 local actors ages 11 to 70, this is a shortened version of the original play, yet it has all the intrigue, betrayal, and even supernatural elements of the full-length play. For more information, visit greensboro-nc.gov/drama center. Come celebrate Shark Week downtown at LeBauer Park Friday night with a screening of The Meg, a science fiction action film that follows a group of scientists who encounter a 75-foot megalodon shark while on a rescue mission at the floor of the Pacific Ocean. This is all part of the Spartan Cinema, a free movie program happening downtown every Friday. The lawn opens at 5 p.m. and the film begins at sunset, usually around 8:30 p.m. Check out LeBauer Park's Facebook page for more information. Did you know this Saturday is Greensboro Trails Day? Join us as we celebrate all the places to walk, hike, bike, and even paddle in Greensboro. Plan to bring the whole family to the free event featuring guided walks, hikes, yoga, pedaling, a kids adventure course, a water slide, and more, taking place 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Country Park. For a complete list of events and to register for activities, go to greensboro-nc.gov/trailsday. Ease into the new week ahead with music for a Sunday evening in the park this Sunday, starting at 6 p.m. at Country Park. Bring a blanket or lawn chairs and enjoy classic rock-to-pop band Low Key and then Sam Fraser and the Side Effects at 7:15 p.m. This concert is free, but donations are appreciated. For more information, visit greensboro-nc.gov/MUSEP. Keep watching FYI Weekly right here on GTN to find out about more events happening on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Greensboro Youth Council, or GYC, is seeking high school students to serve as volunteer staff for the 2019 Goulash Festival scheduled for Saturday, October 26th. Goulash is a Halloween festival in downtown Greensboro, organized and managed by GYC members. This is an opportunity for teens to earn service learning hours and build leadership skills by developing and implementing activities, to planning the costume contest and managing the business office. While serving in these leadership roles, teens will work alongside their peers and receive assistance from adult advisors to successfully complete the projects. Applications are available on GYC's website under the Service Learning and Leadership Opportunities tab. Completed applications can be mailed to Greensboro Youth Council, P.O. Box 3136, Greensboro, North Carolina 27402, or submitted at GYC's office located downtown at 200 North Davie Street, Suite 315. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the City of Greensboro. According to Wallet Hub, Greensboro ranks among the top 20 best-run cities in America. Coming in at 17 this year, Greensboro scores particularly high in financial stability, total budget per capita, and education. To determine the effectiveness of local leadership, Wallet Hub compared 150 of the largest U.S. cities based on their operating efficiency. A quality of city services score comprising of 37 key performance indicators grouped into 6 service categories was measured against the city's total per capita budget. Way to go, GSO. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.